literally cried just riding through.
The damage is so extensive. I mean, people have been so gracious to bring me into their homes, and there aren't words.
After a tornado, there's a lot of damage and a lot of just loss.
The spirit of St. Louis is alive and well.
Tonight marks 2 weeks of devastation. Victims are still recovering, leaders are surveying damage, and hope remains high after a deadly EF3 tornado ripped through the St. Louis region. This is First Alert 4 at 10. I'm Samantha Jones.
And I'm Corey Stark. As we mark 2 weeks since the storm, one organization feeding victims is now moving out.
Yeah, the World Central Kitchen is ending its time in St. Louis this weekend. Tonight, First Alert 4's John Kipper shares how local groups are stepping in to fill the gap.
We are all working for the same mission, and that is to help our community heal.
The last 2 weeks have been a whirlwind for Dr. Marty Casey, feeding people every day. She says the need for meals is about the same as it was 2 weeks ago.
The number one issue that we have to keep out front and making sure that we are feeding our community throughout this process.
After the tornado devastated North St. Louis, Casey quickly began working out of here, St. Louis Artworks, dividing supplies and divvying out meals off Delmar. The same spot has been a hub for World Central Kitchen, which has served over 100,000 meals since a tornado hit St. Louis May 16th.
I think that we were saved in order for us to be able to open our space up to the community.
Jacqueline Dace is executive director of St. Louis Artworks, who says they refocused their efforts after the twister to become a space where people can come eat.
Part of this community as well.
Now this space will soon close as a food hub. St. Louis Artworks will go back to serving youth, and World Central Kitchen will leave Saturday after a food giveaway. So local organizations will need to pick up the slack.
This isn't something that can just be recovered in a couple of weeks.
It's a community effort. There's no one organization taking the lead.
So Casey will soon move their operation to St. Paul AME Church off Hamilton, with the help of Pastor Spencer Lamar Booker.
We're in to make sure all people are served.
Now, right now, the church basement is empty, but come this weekend, the supplies will arrive, and so will people, as many people are expected to dine inside, but they're also doing deliveries.
There are individuals and seniors that can't get out. There's some people choosing not to leave their home, but they still have to eat.
As the community heals, plenty of volunteers continue to offer food as a prescription. In North City, John Kipper, First Alert 4.